Welcome to Bbpn, where we cover the Blood Bowl that no one else will. Now I know I'm not no Discom, and I know I'm not no Panda, but I will give you the lowdown on what's happening in the Natts team tournament. What is the Natts team tournament, you say? Well, this is a team tournament that has 3 players for each team that will play in each individual tier. One player will be in tier 1, one player in tier 2, one player in tier 3. We have 6 teams, so this will be a 5-game group stage going into a knockout round with 4 players. So let's go ahead and look at our teams. Our first team is AKA. AKA competed in the Mad Team tournament and took 3rd. The original team had Angry Panda and Captain Cadet Tank, but it originally had Inde, which is being replaced with the man himself, the Scum. As you notice, this is a all Bbpn team. Keep that theme in mind because our next group we're going to is the admin win, which is all Natts admin. Next we go to the 3 amigos. We have Sancho, Daffo, and Vapor Gecko, so we have 2 veterans paired up with a rookie. Then we go to Bash and Smash, where we have Wukong and Loki, who are kind of new to the league, I would say, and Luke44, who performed really well in the Nats playoffs last season with Orc. Our 5th team on the list is the Flying Circus, that has Maghorn, Vort, and Tasserin. Our last team is our friends from across the pond, the Mad Academy, with Gamadi, I hope I pronounced that right, Poncho, and Artag. If you look at the teams, you will see that it is pretty Bretonnian heavy and Goblin heavy. Now with that in mind, let's go ahead and take a quick look at the teams. We're going to do it day by day and hopefully I get everybody. So first one up is Vapor Gecko. He has nearly a full roster with 3 rerolls. He is slightly short of a max looking for his bribe. Then we have I Am Sancho with Oh No I Got Rats. He went with the 3 gutter build, 2 vermin, and 1 thrower, picking up 4 rerolls. I feel like 4 rerolls is a bit excessive to me. I would went with at least the apothecary. Next we have the Wee One's Goat Boy, who is playing a tier 3 lizard team, which consists of 1 source and 11 skinks. He took 3 rerolls and 1 apothecary, and that's probably a really good idea with how expensive skinks are compared to other tier 3 teams. Next we have the Quebec Governors, Cadoris. He went with 3 blitzers, 3 blockers, 5 linemen, 3 rerolls, and 1 apothecary. He's been playing a lot of Tanyons lately, so I'm sure he knows what he's doing with that lineup. Daffo, the Tomahawk Chop. So Daffo went with 3 rerolls, 2 werewolves, 2 whites, and Flesh Golem. So that's interesting that he decided to go with both werewolves over the second Flesh Golem. Me myself, I like more mobility than I do strength also. Then our 6th team in game 1 is Big Grin. He has 2 mummies, 2 whites, 3 ghouls, and a reroll. To me, that's pretty much the standard build for Undead. In game 2, we have Mad Gamadi. He's playing the lizards in tier 1. He went with the 6 sources, 5 skinks, and 3 rerolls. Sometimes you see the Croc score as an alternate, so they'll go with 6 sources, 1 Croc score, and only 2 rerolls. But when you don't have that many skills, the 3rd reroll's the best idea. Then you have Maghorn's Scavequisition. That was interesting. So he went the other way compared to other Skaven team. He went 1 Rat Ogre, 2 Storm Vermin, 2 Gut Runners, and a Thrower with 3 team rerolls. Another Bretonnian team by Vort, TFC Knights of Knee. So he has 3 blitzers, 3 blockers, 6 linemen with 3 team rerolls, and no apothecary. Who needs an apothecary? It's but a flesh wound. So our next team is Les Bretonnians Malin from Poncho. Poncho went with 4 blitzers, 2 blockers, 5 linemen, and 3 rerolls. So this is the build that I probably would go with if I was building Bretonnian team. But I don't play Bretonnian, so I don't have any space to talk. Tasserin, who went with goblins, he went with 2 trolls, a loony, a ball and chain, and then a whole heap of gobos, probably about 9 right there I'm looking at, and 3 rerolls. He is a little short of 900, so he's going to have some room there for bribes. So he's going to go against another goblin team of our tags. Our tag maxed his out though. He went with 4 rerolls, 2 trolls, a Fnac, a Looney, and Pogoer. This will be interesting to see how this works out. So game 3. Game 3 we have another goblin team. But this one is a little unorthodox. So he went with 2 trolls, a Looney, a ball and chain, a Pogoer. He also went with 8 goblins, only 1 reroll, and 2 fan factor, but no cash. Where did it go? Well, let's go look underneath club. Oh, I hope he wasn't trying to keep this a secret, because he bought Nuffle's altar, so we can see where this is probably going. Next we have Luke 44, Bash and Smash. He has 2 flesh golems, 2 whites, 2 werewolves, 5 zombies, but to pick up that extra flesh golem, he sacrificed a reroll, so he only has 2 rerolls going in. Angry Panda put down the elves and picked up the bashy orcs. He has 4 blitzers, 4 black orcs, and a thrower, and 2 linemen. So normally when I see orc teams, the new meta, or the one that I see most often, is they don't pick up a thrower and they just give the ball to the black orc, or to a blitzer, I mean. Next we have the pros of Natts. He went with 2 blitzers, a catcher, and then rest linemen to fill out his roster with an early apothecary and 3 rerolls. This must be somebody who knows how often elves get hurt. Another orc team! Man, say it's not so. Thank God they're all in tier 1. So he also went with a very similar build that Panda went with, but instead he decided to go with 2 rerolls and apothecary, and picked up fan factor. And then our last team to look at, Blood Angels, Natts, Ogre, and Under. I like that name. You have 4 ogres with the rest Noblars, and he went with rerolls and apothecary. Only thing I think I would have done differently is probably left off a Noblar and apothecary and went with a extra reroll. Something about having 4 rerolls and ogres just makes sense. Here is our 6 teams in case you didn't catch it. Game 1 is going to be the admin win versus the 3 amigos. Game 2, Mad Academy versus the Flying Circus. Game 3, aka versus Bash and Smash. Now it's too early to call any predictions. I'm not calling any predictions because you're not holding them to me. I know how much pounding we get during Bbpn when we call the playoffs wrong. So we're going to skip that. If anybody has any questions about the tournament, just let me know. Feel like I've covered everything. Go out there, play your games, and remember each round starts on the date that is listed. So if you guys have any questions at all, feel free to contact me directly on Discord. Alright, go out there, play your games, have fun.